So today I wanted to share with you a little bit about garbage in, garbage out. It's an expression that I share with my family and with my team, and it's just kind of a motto that we live by. And it's exactly what it sounds like. If you're consuming garbage, whether it's through social media, through other media forms that you're bringing in, books, podcasts, people you surround yourself with, if you're bringing in and consuming garbage, then likely you're putting out garbage into the world. And what we mean by that is like garbagey attitude and garbagey thoughts. So you are influenced by the world around you. Think about how you're influenced by the weather, right? If we wake up and the sun is shining, we're immediately in a better mood. If we wake up and it's cloudy and rainy, we're kind of cold and tired and we just kind of want to snuggle down in our beds, right? So you're being influenced by the weather, okay? So you can control that. You can have an attitude when you wake up, and be like, yep, it's a great day today, whether it's sunny or whether it's rainy out. So the same thing with the people you surround yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself with people that are lifting you up and bringing you up and keeping you in a good headspace? Or are you surrounding yourself with people that have more of a garbagey attitude? So an example of this might be, if your friend and you are chatting and she's, going on in a negative space and just kind of complaining, do you jump in there with her and just start complaining? I do that sometimes, right? And then what happens is when I hang up the phone, I'm probably more snarky to my husband or to my kids or even to a team member. And that's because I've just been listening to all that negativity and garbage and I'm just putting it back out to the world. So I would encourage you to be careful what you let influence your life. So you've probably heard it said before too, that you are accumulation of the 5 people you hang around the most. So I think about the 5 people I'm around the most. Are they uplifting me? Are they working towards a healthy lifestyle? Because that's so important to me. If you want to be a writer or a journalist, you want to be hanging out with those kind of people, right? If you want to be a millionaire, you want to be hanging out with people that are working towards a goal of becoming a millionaire and making it happen. So hang around with those people and let those people influence you, because that's the best way to be influenced on the surface, and you're taking it through osmosis, right? You're picking up what they're saying and you're brainstorming, you're having those ideas together. Another thing is podcasts. So are you following and listening to podcasts that are people that are lifting you up and bringing you in the direction of your goals? So I listen to several different podcasts. I listen to everything from Brian Buffini, who's a realtor, who is from Ireland, who kind of made his way up from a painter to, I think he's even a billionaire now. I love his podcast, so go check that one out, The Brian Buffini Show. It's a little bit more focused on real estate, but he's always got great nuggets in there. Another one I listen to is Dave Ramsey. So Dave Ramsey's all about, the finances and debt-free living. I like Jenna Kutcher's podcast as well, the Gold Digger podcast, the Rise podcast, or Rise Together podcast with Rachel Hollis and her husband Dave. These are all great different podcasts that you can be listening to that are uplifting, that are keeping you in a great mental headspace, okay? I do have a couple books I'm going to recommend today because I always like, a good book or two. So The Year of Yes, this is by Shonda Rhimes. You've probably seen some of the shows that she has produced, if you've ever watched any sort of television. And this is a really great one. So she wrote Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, and more. So her book is about the year of yes for her because she was somebody who shied away from doing big things. And so if you're somebody that's shying away from doing big things, this is a great book to help influence you to kind of maybe step out of your comfort zone and do some big things. So The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. And another one I like, this is by Dana Wilde. So Dana Wilde, I've been following Dana Wilde for probably 7 or 8 years, kind of before podcasts were even around. So she had like a dial-in number that you could listen to recordings and live streams, I guess, that were on our phones back before the podcasting world had emerged. And this is a great one about how you can train your brain to really think different thoughts, influence yourself in certain ways. So this is another one that you can pick up. Both can be found on Amazon. So Train Your Brain by Dana Wilde. It's another book that I recommend for keeping the garbage out of your life and really influencing yourself in a positive way. So the other thing I would encourage you to be careful of is social media, right? So it's really easy to jump on social media and be scrolling through people's posts and seeing things that happen in their lives. And do you feel positive about it? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of her. She did a great job. Look at her. She's in Mexico. She's lost so much weight. She looks amazing. Or do you see it and go, oh my gosh, she's in Mexico. I wish I was in Mexico. Poor me. Oh my gosh, I'll never look that good in a swimsuit. How do you internalize what you see out in the world? And if you are feeling those kind of garbagey thoughts after you see stuff like that, I would encourage you to stop going on social media. Find a different way to look at things and try to shift your paradigm to coming from a place of positivity instead of one from a negative space. So you don't have to be, you know, consuming tons of social media, especially if it's not making you feel the way that, you know, from a place of gratitude and excitement. So those are just some ways that garbage in and garbage out, and kind of what that means, and how you can start to have a mind shift and have that no excuse attitude for creating a life you love. So